It must be acknowledged that skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty multiplayer measurably shortens average queue times. It must be further acknowledged that casual players who participate in skill-based matchmaking report higher session retention rates than casual players who do not, and that Activision's internal telemetry shows aggregate engagement gains attributable to the system. Critics who urge skill-based matchmaking opponents to touch grass are correct that these empirical benefits are real and well documented. None of this, however, justifies the system because the stated design goal of Call of Duty multiplayer has always been the production of competitive variance along matches, not the optimization of engagement metrics. So what's the main conclusion of the theorist arguments? Is it that skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty measurably shortens average queue times? Well, he says that, but that's not really a conclusion. That's more of a claim that he makes at the beginning of the sentence. Casual players who participate skill-based report higher session retention rates than casual players who do not. Well, that's also true, but is that the main point? Let's see here. So none of this, however, justifies the system. So what he's saying is that none of these empirical measurements justify the use of skill-based matchmaking. So let's see here. Does anything say that? Critics who urge skill-based matchmaking opponents to touch grass have correctly identified. Well, here it actually says, however, so we know that they didn't correctly identify it. So the empirical benefits produced by skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty multiplayer do not justify the system. Well, yes, this one is definitely the main conclusion so far. Let's see, Activision internal telemetry. Well, that's not even the main conclusion. That was just a piece of evidence. So let's see, is it D? And it's D.